Diddy.
Yeah, you went to
Diddy.
yeah.
Look, that's why I said when we just going with the flow. We kicking it. You know what I'm saying? We just kicking it. They flies on the wall right now.
Oh man.
But they got this video we finna react to, bro. What? The following content may contain suicide or self-harm. Oh no, what is that? Oh, see, they ain't even let me do it. Damn, YouTube was like, you can't cover that. Damn. All right, cool. Well, let me do the other one then. Diddy made Kim have what you call it? What you call that? Oh man, he made him have rainbow relations. Yeah, he made Kim have rainbow relations with whomever, you know what I'm saying? And we finna react to that because that's pretty freaking interesting. Pretty interesting. Let's see where this goes.
Oh, he looked
with another lawsuit, the seventh one by April Lamprose, who's accused Diddy of forcing himself on her multiple times, including one time when Diddy forced her to hook up with Kim Porter while he watched and got off on it. Man, that's nasty. Speaking of Kim and Diddy using other women to humiliate her, allegedly, Jennifer Lopez was also being used to humiliate Kim, and she was hella jealous of Kim, allegedly.
He had access to Kim, no matter if he was with her or not, all the time. He never lost access to Kim. He never gave Kim up, or Kim never stopped dealing with him, and she had an open door policy with him at all times.
Really?
Yeah. Even when he was with J-Lo.
Child, I would not want to be Diddy's publicist or even his legal rep at this point, because the way things are hitting him back to back, he's going to need divine intervention to get out of the mess he's in. Anyway, Diddy has been hit with his 7th lawsuit, and in the latest lawsuit, April says she met Diddy in New York City in 1984 while she was studying at the Fashion Institute of Technology. She alleges that Diddy promised to mentor her and provide industry connections. And at first, he bombed her and showered her with gifts and flowers before he became aggressive and coercive. Honey, this lawsuit has dropped literally days after Crystal McKinney filed a federal lawsuit alleging that Diddy forced himself on her in 2003 after they met at a men's fashion week event in New York City. Just like April, Crystal also claimed Diddy promised to help her career, then later blackballed her from the modeling industry. Anyway, in her lawsuit, April describes in detail 4 times when Diddy acted like an animal towards her. The first time it happened was in 1995 after they met at a New York City bar, and April said that Diddy pressured her into drinking alcohol. She apparently felt uneasy after a few sips and was later guided to a car to leave with Diddy. Then after arriving at a hotel where she continued to feel unwell, April was on a hotel bed when Diddy forced himself on top of her and began to forcibly kiss her. She said that when she turned her head, Diddy grabbed her face and continued to kiss her. Then he undressed her despite her attempts to tell him she felt unwell and her pleas for him to stop. Then she said that she passed out as Diddy continued to have his way. April said that 4 months after the incident, Diddy continued to send her gifts, cards, and flowers to lure her back. And the lawsuit actually includes a photo of a card that accompanied flowers Diddy sent her for Valentine's Day. She said she agreed to meet with Diddy to discuss business opportunities and give him a second chance, but they were leaving his apartment for dinner when the second incident occurred in 1995. According to the suit, they were on their way to the parking garage when Diddy forced her onto her knees. Then he unzipped his pants and forced her to perform a BJ. Allegedly, after the second encounter, Diddy became angry, threatening, and forceful, and refused April's decision to distance herself by threatening to physically harm her and blacklist her across the fashion industry. Basically, April was saying that she was forced to maintain a relationship with Diddy or face the consequences. And in another incident, she said Diddy told her he missed her when they ran into each other at an event, and he called her for days after she refused to leave with him. She said she reluctantly agreed to invite Diddy to her apartment to hear what he had to say, and he arrived with a security guard who was sitting in the stairwell. During that interaction, April says that Diddy grabbed her and forced himself on her, kissing and touching her without her consent. She then says she fought him off enough to reach her door and ask him to leave. Okay, now before this incident, statement, April also described a different encounter that involved Kim Porter, alleging that she was at Diddy's apartment in Manhattan with Kim after they had returned from a nightclub. And Diddy told both of them to open their mouths and forced ecstasy down their throats. Then he forced them to hook up as he watched and got off from watching Kim and April. And it didn't stop there for Diddy, because after forcing the two ladies to hook up, April adds that Diddy proceeded to force himself on her. Now, I don't know if Kim was still there when Diddy proceeded to force himself on April, but the amount of disrespect Kim endured in her home is just crazy. I mean, even the things Cola Booth recently said about Kim are beginning to make sense. Cola was talking about how Cassie let herself be flaunted in Kim's face and laughed at how Diddy was treating Kim in her own home. She even said that she will never forget the time Kim told her that Diddy tried to make her lick Cassie's tampon. Ugh. In addition, she talked about one time at 4 a.m. when Diddy brought Cassie, who was basically a teenager, into his bedroom where Kim was sleeping and woke up Kim and told her to get out of the bed so Cassie could get in. As it turns out, Diddy was actually flaunting other women other than Cassie in Kim's face, including April. And this had been happening for years. In fact, even J-Lo was one of these women. And Gene Deal recently revealed that Jennifer Lopez was always jealous of Kim. He spilled this when he was talking to Tisa about how Diddy always had access to Kim, regardless of whether they were together or not.
He had access to Kim, no matter if he was with her or
Shout
not,
out Tisa.
all the time. He never lost access to Kim. He never gave Kim up, or Kim never stopped dealing with him. And she had an open door policy with him at all times.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Even when he was with J-Lo.
So because Diddy always kept the door open for Kim, J-Lo reportedly got jealous. And Gene even said that at one time, J-Lo tried to bribe him into telling her what was going on between Diddy and Kim. Well, we now all know what was happening. And there was even a time when Gene Deal said that when Diddy was with J-Lo, he would often leave J-Lo in the house to go look for Kim Porter.
And even when he was with J-Lo, like, we'll put J-Lo in the house and he'll call and Kim wouldn't answer. And if she was out, he would ask the babysitter, you know, do you know where she at? Well, she said she's going to be here because she had Kristen at the time. You know what I mean? So now we go on where Kim is at. And if she was with somebody, he made it very uncomfortable for that person to be with. Using the bodyguard.
I mean, I guess I'd be jealous if my man left me in the house to go hunting down some other woman. But what we are yet to figure out is if J-Lo went through the same thing Kim and Cassie went through. Because let's be real, guys. Given everything we've already unearthed about Diddy, do you honestly think there's a woman who escaped his wrath? I mean, think about it. Misa Hilton was still in high school when she and Diddy started messing around. Also, Kim and Puffy started dating when Kim went to stay at Misa's house. Cassie was also still a teen when Diddy started messing with her and bringing her around Kim. And he was also going back and forth with Kim when he was dating J-Lo. And let's not forget that while he was with all these women, he also had several others on the side, and a few of them are the ones who have filed the lawsuits. So from where I'm seated, it looks like all these women went through the same things, and Diddy was somebody who never...
Hold on real quick. He got with Misa. Wait, he got with Kim at Misa's house? That's disrespectful.
changed his stripes, and he manipulated all these women and pitted them against each other for his benefit. In fact, April said in her lawsuit that around the time of her final encounter with Diddy, he was in a very public relationship with Jennifer Lopez. Okay. Anywho, something else April says about Kim is that Kim and Diddy got her fired from a bar after Kim saw her working there. According to the suit, Kim called April's manager and falsely accused her of trying to poison her, in a move that April believes was retaliation. Then she said that years after cutting ties with Diddy, she learned that Diddy was alleged to have recorded them without her knowledge and showed the recordings to others. In fact, in 2023, her boyfriend was the one who told her that someone had seen a video online of her and Diddy. Well, this issue of Diddy having recordings is also not surprising, because in almost all the lawsuits, his accusers have said that Diddy recorded them. And at this point, it's like everything just ties everything else together. Honey, in other news, Cassie also issued a statement basically saying saying that she's glad more people are encouraged to tell their stories. She wrote in a post on Instagram, "Thank you for all the love and support from my family, friends, strangers, and those I have yet to meet. The outpouring of love has created a place for my younger self to settle and feel safe now. But this is only the beginning. DV is the issue. It broke me down to someone I never thought I would become. With a lot of hard work, I am better today, but I will always be recovering from my past. I offer my hand to those that are still living in fear. Reach out to your people. Don't cut them off. No one should carry this weight alone. This healing journey is never ending, but this support means everything to me." Well, like Cassie said, this is probably only the beginning for Diddy. But for now, let me know what you think of the things Diddy made Kim go through. Do you think there's enough to reopen that case?
Hell to the yeah.
Forget Drake. He's the King fan. That is a freaky ass nigga.
Look, man. And there was some footage. I don't know if y'all ever saw the footage of Coi Leray with Busta Rhymes. And Diddy was there, and like Busta Rhymes literally like tapped this man on his cheek to get him to like, if a man touch you on your face, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna see if I think it was on Facebook. I'm pretty sure I put it on our Straight Off the App Facebook page. Go ahead, follow that if y'all don't follow that out there. But hold on, man. Let me see here, because I'm pretty sure I shared that joint. But I was like, this man was really preying on little old Coi Leray. Yeah, there it is. Preying on little old Coi Leray, and Busta Rhymes was there to pretty much shut it down, like non-verbally. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, check him out though. Hold up. Let me see here. Let me pull him up. I don't want to miss the clip. Let me refresh him. Got some saying.
Yeah, love you very much.
See that?
Come on now. Love you very much.
Like, he don't take his eyes off of him. Like, he looking at him still. He tapped him like, yo. Then he hits his face a couple times. You know what I mean? And she did that like uncomfortable like laugh, like that girl laugh, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I know.
he knew what he was trying to do, so he hit him like,
Not her.
yeah, like, come on, bro, what are you doing? Diddy is a predator.
He's a predator. That's how predators are. His apology was a predator apology. Like, these